right now, the United States, we're 5% of the world's population. We're 25% of the world's prison population. We rank first in the world per capita in the proportion of our population that's behind bars today. We lock up in America more people on drug charges, about 500,000 a year, than all of Western Europe locks up for everything. And they have 100 million more people than we do. So we are talking about the highest rate of incarceration in the history of democratic societies, the highest rate of incarceration in American history. And what's the #1 thing driving that? The war on drugs.
When you put something into a criminal market, you make criminals rich. You put money into the hands of people that shoot people, put money into the hands of people that solve their problems with intimidation and violence. I mean, we have whole countries destabilized over cartels.
Drugs today are cheaper, stronger, and easier to buy than they were 35 years ago. And the prohibition model we're using now, as our grandparents did with alcohol, is a complete and total failure. Every time you see a 15-year-old being killed who sold drugs in the street, that 15-year-old did not die because of drugs. He died because of drug prohibition.
Hi, I'm Chris Crane. I'm the Executive Director of Students for Sensible Drug Policy. We're the largest student grassroots organization working to find alternatives to what we consider the failed war on drugs. We are empowering students on college campuses all over the country to work to come up with alternatives to punitive drug war policies, in particular those policies that most negatively impact young people and students. The war on drugs has always been launched in the name of protecting young people, and I think because of that, it's really incumbent on us as young people to say, you know what, no more, not in our name, stop fighting this war in our name, and it's really up to us to put an end to this war on drugs once and for all. The war on drugs has increasingly become a war on youth. If you look at the data out there about who is actually arrested for drugs in this country, it is predominantly young people. Over 50% of marijuana arrests in this country are for people under the age of 29 years old. We're targeting youth through programs like random suspicionless student drug testing in public schools that treat all students as if they're criminals, as if they are guilty until proven innocent. We have the law like the HEA alienation penalty that takes away financial aid from students with drug convictions. We have the Office of National Drug Control Policy paying for propaganda ads that directly target young people with lies about drugs and drug policy. One of our big campaigns is something we call the Campus Change Campaign, and that's a campaign where we encourage our activists to try and change punitive drug policies on their campuses.
I think that SSDP has the tools, the young people, to create change in this country like never before. If the 18 to 27-year-olds voted in the 70 percentile, there would be a political revolution in this country. And I think that SSDP is one of the premier organizations in the country in and around not only drug policy, but basic human rights.
Bottom line is it comes down to the war on drugs is not working. It's a play with words, and we're asking this community, we're asking you, we're glad that the Students for Sensible Drug Policy is out there making a difference, informing America, raising the conscious level that there are alternatives to this war on drugs.